Welcome to Lit with Ernest, where we dive into the world of literature and explore its significance in our lives. Today, we're going to examine the Edict of Milan, a historical document that has had a profound impact on the literary canon. Published in 313 AD, the Edict of Milan marked a significant turning point in the history of Christianity, allowing for the free practice of religion within the Roman Empire. To understand the importance of the Edict of Milan, let's take a step back and look at the historical context in which it emerged. During the early 4th century, the Roman Empire was plagued by internal conflicts and external threats. Emperor Constantine, who ruled from 306 to 337 AD, sought to unify the empire and strengthen its foundations. One of the key challenges he faced was the persecution of Christians, who were seen as a threat to the established order. The Edict of Milan was a response to this challenge. By granting toleration to all religions, including Christianity, Constantine aimed to promote unity and stability within the empire. This move had far-reaching consequences, paving the way for the spread of Christianity throughout Europe and beyond. From a literary perspective, the Edict of Milan is significant because it represents a major shift in the way that religion was perceived and represented in literature. Prior to its publication, Christian writers such as Origen and Tertullian had been forced to operate on the margins, often using allegory and metaphor to convey their message. With the advent of the Edict of Milan, Christian authors were able to express themselves more freely, leading to a flourishing of literary production. One notable example of this is the work of Eusebius, a Christian historian who wrote extensively about the early church. His book, The History of the Church, provides valuable insights into the development of Christianity during this period and demonstrates how the Edict of Milan facilitated the growth of Christian literature. The Edict of Milan also had an impact on the literary traditions that followed. For instance, the concept of toleration and coexistence that it promoted influenced the development of medieval literature, particularly in the works of authors such as Dante Alighieri and Geoffrey Chaucer. These writers often explored themes of faith, morality, and social justice, reflecting the complexities of a society where different religious and cultural groups coexisted. In terms of literary devices, the Edict of Milan is notable for its use of rhetoric and persuasive language. Constantine's declaration was carefully crafted to appeal to a broad audience, using phrases such as the divine providence and the worship of the divine to create a sense of shared values and purpose. This kind of language has been studied by scholars of rhetoric and literary theory, who see it as an example of how discourse can shape public opinion and influence cultural norms. Of course, the Edict of Milan is not without its controversies. Some historians have questioned Constantine's motives, arguing that he was more interested in consolidating his power than in promoting genuine religious freedom. Others have pointed out that the edict did not necessarily lead to a complete end to persecution, as Christians continued to face challenges and obstacles in the centuries that followed. Despite these debates, the Edict of Milan remains an important milestone in literary history. Its influence can be seen in everything from the poetry of John Milton to the novels of Philip Pullman, who have explored themes of faith, power, and individual freedom in their works. As we reflect on its significance, let's remember that good literature, like good living, demands both attention and courage. We must be willing to confront the complexities of our own time, just as the Edict of Milan confronted the complexities of its own. As readers and writers, we have a responsibility to engage with the big questions of freedom, power, and faith. We must challenge our own assumptions and biases, seeking out new perspectives and voices. And we must always be mindful of the ways in which our words can shape the world around us. In conclusion, the Edict of Milan is more than just a historical document. It's a testament to the human spirit's capacity for courage, compassion, and resilience. As we explore its significance, let's remember that literature has the power to inspire, to challenge, and to transform us. Like this episode if it hit true. Share it if you respect honest talk about books. Subscribe because we'll do this again. Until our next chapter, remember, good literature, like good living, demands both courage and attention. This is Ernest, signing off.